Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Blessing Mokoena and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
I begin to I begin to
Wait, guys, stop. It is a Sunday. I promised that today I will record and hopefully post. But yeah, so we cannot make any excuses. We need consistency. We need consistency. We need consistency. The pressure is high. Anyways, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. To those that have already subscribed, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and click on that notification button. Guys, today I'm back with a story time. Not necessarily story time, but more of a get to know me tag. I figured that the last time I uploaded, it was my very first vlog, my very first upload, and it didn't say much about me, but it said more about what I'm doing, how my day is going, and such. So I figured that I kind of like threw you guys right into it without properly introducing myself and giving you the platform to at least um, get to know me or have a little bit of knowledge about, I'm sorry, about who Blessing is. So first things first, I am not wearing any makeup. I am not wearing any weave. This is 100% me. No eyeliner, no eyebrows drawn, nothing. This is just me. And reason why I chose to come natural is because this is a get to know me tag, right? Or rather get to know me, um what do we call it, a vlog video. So I just wanted to come as natural as possible and just show you guys who Blessing is. No makeup, no filter. This is just me. So yeah, I really took it literal. I took it literal. So I'm going to kind of like give you guys an overview. Do we call it an overview? Guys, English is not my mother tongue, and sometimes I run out of bundles. But I'm gonna give you guys an overview of who I am, kind of like a background of who I am, and then I have a set of questions from a few people that would like to know a few things about me. So these are questions. It's a lot of questions, but I'm going to answer all of these questions, and yeah, I'm going to answer all of these questions, and hopefully at the end of this video you will have um a clearer understanding of who Blessing is. I just hope you guys will enjoy it, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So I am Blessing Mokoena. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to reveal my age, but I was born somewhere in the 90s, and I am now a mother of a 9-month-old son, and I am the third child of four. So I have three siblings. I have two brothers, then it's me and my little sister, which is, she's not so little anymore. I think she's 21 this year. Yeah, and I come from the Vaal. I was born and bred in the Vaal, and I left Vaal, I think the only time that I left Vaal, I was It was for varsity, and this was back in 2014. No, I'm lying, 2015. I went to study integrated communication, well, business communications at Tshwane University of Technology in Pretoria, Soshanguve campus. I know. Soshanguve campus. That's where I studied business communications, and I was there for a good 2.5 years. Then I came back this side, which is the Val, and shortly after a couple of months, I left again. I think 8 months to be exact. I left again and I went to the Eastern Cape for a job opportunity that we will get to some other day, not on this video, because I feel like it's just, yeah, it's something, it's a topic on its own, so we will definitely get to that. But yeah, that's me. That is me. And oh, guys, my son is just so loud. Let me attend to him. I'll get back to you right now. Yeah. Guys, I'm thinking, have children. I wanted to say and no Mona, but I actually do have Mona, but yeah, I have children. Have children. Anyways, yes, so I think ke khathile mo ke buang ka the Eastern Cape, and I said, yeah, that was that, and we will get to it on another video. Right now we are focusing on who Blessing is. So yeah, so that's just basically me. I've been involved most of my lifetime. I've been involved most of my lifetime. I am still involved. Just before my maternity, well, when I came back from the Eastern Cape, I stayed in Joburg with my partner for a few months, and then I came back to Val just after, well, close to my delivery time. And yeah, I've been this side ever since. The main reason is my son, because I just feel like, oh, I work in Joburg. I work in Joburg. So I am in Val and I travel to Joburg every day, to and back every day. And the reason for this is because I just feel like I don't want to be separated from my son. And there was an option. Yeah, let me leave him here in Val, and I can come pick him up over the weekends, pick him up on a Friday and return him on a Sunday, or I can come home like to Val on a Friday and leave on a Sunday. I just feel like that is not enough for me, and I feel like it's not what I want for myself. It's not what I want for my child. Growing up, I have always envisioned me staying in under the same roof with my kids and my husband, and that is exactly what I am going to do. That is exactly what I am doing at the moment, even though it's costing me an arm and a leg to travel, but I am up for it. It's worth it at the end of the day. And yeah, some might disagree with me, some might get what I'm coming from, but that's just me, and that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, so I'm still in Val in a nutshell. Plans to move away from Val, are they there? Yes, definitely. I feel like once Tori is ready for nursery school, then we can then move back to Joburg. But at the moment, this is where we at. This is where we are. It is costing me not only financially, but it is also, it also has an impact in my relationship with his dad, because we are now separated. He stays in Joburg and I'm this side. But again, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a situation. It's a situation, but it's at least worth it at the end of the day. but we do have plans to stay together, and we do have plans to finally get him a nursery school, and we can all stay that side together since we both work that side. So let me just get into these questions. Let me get into these questions. I don't know where to start. Okay, let me just start here. What are your pet peeves? Okay, I'm not gonna say who these questions are from, because I feel like, yeah, I just don't think it's a good idea for me to reveal identities. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna read out the question loud, and I will also answer it right here. Mind you, these questions haven't been answered. It's just the questions that I got, and I noted some of them down, which I think are appropriate for this platform. And whoever asked will hear the answer right here in this video. So okay, let's just get into it. So this person is asking, what are my pet peeves? What are your pet peeves? So a pet peeve is something that you cannot stand, right? Something that irritates you. So I'd say my pet peeve is somebody that is chewing with their mouth open. I cannot stand such a person, especially when they're eating food and you can just see rice, beetroot, chicken, everything. I cannot stand. I cannot stand. I cannot. Like, close your mouth. Close your mouth. So that's one of my pet peeves. Do you believe in star signs? Definitely. I definitely believe in star signs. I am a Taurus. My son is also a Taurus. He is born just 7 days after my birthday. So I do believe in star signs a lot. A lot. What I do not believe in is horoscopes. I just feel like, no, they are just playing games. 3 things that make you happy. My son, definitely one. Good pictures. Good pictures. And I think in order for me to have good pictures, I have a good vibe. So I'd say I'm matching good pictures and good vibe under the same category. So that's 2. And my family. So yeah, so it's those are the 3 things that make me happy. Favorite meal to prepare, that would definitely have to be stew or pilchards. Believe you me, believe I know I know, but I love preparing pilchards with macaroni. It's the best. It is the best. My favorite quick meal of any time, any day. But yeah, if it's not a quick meal, it would definitely have to be stew with rice and veggies. Um, Last thing you do before you sleep. I pray, but I wouldn't say that's the last thing I do. I think that's one of the last things that I do before I go to sleep. Because I'm thinking I'd pray and then get into bed, and then probably, I think maybe the last thing that I do before I sleep is send a good night text to my partner, which I'm thinking it's probably not the last thing that I do as well, because I have been dozing off in our chats of late. TMI, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think breastfeed my son. That's the last thing that I do before I go to sleep. I breastfeed Tori. Mm, um, First thing you do upon waking up, I open my eyes. I'm joking. I am First thing that I do before upon waking up, I definitely look at my son and I smile. Uh, if not that, then I look at my phone and yeah. Childhood memory that I cherish the most. This is a long story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway because that's my fondest childhood memory. I think I was back in, it's probably grade six. I think it was grade six, either grade five or grade six. But I remember I was in primary school, and sorry, I was in primary school, and it was the eve of my birthday, and man, like you could tell that pockets are dry in the house. As young as I was, I could tell that my mom is just broke. You know, there was food in the house. We ate every day, yes, but you can tell when there's no cash. So I could just tell that, here I'm not getting a cake. I'm not getting a cake. And yeah, that was the jazz, and it was just that type of week, that kind of week where we are just surviving. And I remember the night before, I was sitting with my brother. We were watching TV, Generations to be exact, and I was saying to him, "Oh, my mom hasn't knocked off as yet. Well, she did knock off, but she wasn't home as yet." And I was saying to him, yo, Hosaniki birthday yaga, and there's no cake. I can already tell there won't be any cake, there won't be any present. And I was just sad about it, like any other child would be. And I think for me, a cake on a birthday is like tops everything. I didn't care, looking back at it right now, I didn't care much about what kind of gift am I gonna get, because yes, I love gifts, but growing up, we didn't receive that much of gifts for our birthdays. What we would get is maybe an extra pocket money or 100 rand or 200 rand, and they would say, go buy yourself something that you liked. But yeah, it was very seldom that we would get something wrapped in a paper bag or whatever on your birthday. So yeah, man, I was just thinking, I'm not gonna get my cake. I'm not gonna get my cake. And my heart was on the floor. And my brother was like, don't worry, you'll get it next year, you know? So while we watching Generations, my mom opens the door, and she was with my elder brother. And my elder brother, oh, he got in first, and he was holding a box of pizza. Mamela, I lost it because I could already tell that I am getting that cake. There's pizza. What? Cake is coming. Cake is coming. And he had a box of pizza. My mom had a cake in her hand, and I just cried. I cried. And yeah, it was just so emotional for me. I was just overwhelmed with emotions. That was a surprise. That was a surprise. And I think it's because I had already told myself that, I'm not gonna get anything, and I was coming to terms with it. And before I knew it, God said, wait, I have a plan. So yeah, and yeah, I was just emotional. And while I'm there crying, my mom is like, "Girl, it's not over yet. Listen, tell your friends tomorrow that we're going to spare." I was like, "What?" And that was my first time. It was my first time having sort of like a party that I at least remember, except for those double catch, if that counts as a party. Because I know I have pictures of those. But yeah, that was the first time I had a celebration, a birthday celebration that I remember that I went out and invited people. So yeah, the following day I went to school and was like, "Girls, we are going to Spirit. It's my birthday." And she did make it happen. It did happen. So looking back at that time, like I see the importance of a parent. I will not just say a mother, because I believe fathers also make efforts. They also make efforts, and society has just somehow we have forgotten about fathers. We do not count them much. We always hear about mothers and mothers and mothers. But yeah, parents that are willing will do anything and anything for their kids. And that's what I saw on that particular day and any day of my life. My mom has just been that woman that she makes things happen. She makes things happen, and because of her, I am also that type of woman. I will make it happen. And yeah, speaking about fathers, I forgot to tell that little detail. Sorry, my father passed on when I was when my mom was still expecting me. So my mom was she was 4 months pregnant. When my father got into a tragic car accident, and the accident claimed his life. And yeah, so that's the story about. So that's why most people hear me speak of my mom more than my dad, because I do not know him. I just see the pictures, and then I just get those family members to, "Oh, you look so much like your dad." Ooh. But yeah, I've never met him. I've never seen him. I do not know what his voice sounds like. These are the things that I wish, but yeah, it is what it is. What's the most embarrassing moment you've had? Um, this is not the most embarrassing moment I've had, but it's one of the embarrassing moments I've had. It's just not the most. I think the most isn't a story that I would tell on a public platform. In fact, it isn't a story I would share with anyone. So I'll just tell you one of the embarrassing moments I've had. And I think this goes back to high school. Taurus has just been so loud in the background. He is just being so loud in the background. And you know what? I'm going to continue. So the most embarrassing moment, it was in high school, and I was well, I usually walked to school unless if there's rain, or unless if I'm super late. But on a daily basis, I would walk to school and I would walk back home. So as I walked to school, there was this guy, and we were in the same grade. And well, our school, at our school they closed gates at 7:30. 7:30, gates are closed. Teachers are already at the gate. They're closing the gate, and I think it was about 5 minutes past 7, and we were. I mean, what did I just say? 5 minutes. 35 minutes past 7. So meaning we are what 5 minutes late, and we are pacing to or running to the gate, and I had a ponytail. I had my natural hair, and then I had a clip-in ponytail. And as we are running towards the gate, my ponytail is on the floor. I'm not aware of this anyway. And then this guy looks at me, he's like, Blessing, I think you dropped your hair. And I'm like, what? I touch my head, I'm like, oh shit. And he laughed about it. He did laugh. And I was so embarrassed. But he didn't laugh in a way that would make me feel small. But he did laugh. And now, not only do I have to pick it up, but I have to go back where I dropped it. Pick it up and clip it back in. But you know what? To this day, I've never heard anybody else speak of this thing. So I salute him because then it means he kept it to himself. But yeah, and now I think there's another one. The most recent one was when I played 60 seconds. Is it 30 seconds? Yeah, it's 30 seconds with my with some of well, I had a colleague, and this colleague of mine had her friends out of work, and they had a mini weekend getaway planned, and she decided to invite me to the weekend getaway. So I went, and they were quite chilled girls. It was a girls getaway or weekend away type of thing. And yeah, they were very chilled girlfriends. I loved their vibe, and we decided to have a game night. And on this game night, we played 30 seconds. And girl, this is my first time playing 30 seconds. And they're like, no, man, it's a nice game. You will understand it quite quickly. You'll get the hang of it quite quickly. They quickly just explained how the game works. I was like, oh, okay, I know, guys. I'm in it. I'm in it. Let's do this. But I know, I have my blonde moments sometimes. So I'm like, hey guys, am I really gonna? Will I be able to? I did know, I was aware of 30 seconds, and I was aware of what the game is, but I just hadn't played the game. So fine. Um, Now I grabbed this card, and among the keywords, there's a word that reads there's a word that reads the body shop. My babes, I don't know what the body shop is. Well, I've never been to the body shop. Well, at that time, I had never been to the body shop. This is not most recent. I think it happened, was it 3 years ago, 2 years ago? At that time, I had never been to the body shop. And hey, now this card is saying the body shop, and I'm thinking, the body shop? It must be a shop that sells lingeries and, sexy stuff. Yeah, a shop that sells lingeries and the girls are just guessing and guessing and guessing, and I'm like, I mean, it's not it. And then 30 seconds gone. And then, okay, listen, let's see the card. What was the word? The body shop. Didn't they laugh at me? Oh my god, like I just felt so small. I felt so small. And yeah, only to find out that the body shop is a shop that sells your bath soaps, your bath salts, body lotion, body lotion. Thinking about it, I'm still embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed. But yeah, that I think that was the most embarrassing um moment I've had. And I promise you, if I was light skinned, my cheeks would be pink right now because I'm still embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed. I mean, what's a definition of beautiful? Shoo, my definition of beautiful. Um, It's happiness. I think it's happiness, being happy without filter, being happy without borders, just being genuinely happy. Because happiness is something that most people chase. I feel like in our day and age, happiness is just so expensive because most people are just living their lives, faking life to be happy, and at the end of it, they are still not happy. I'm sorry, they're still not happy. We see a lot of pressure on social media, and people put themselves under a lot of strain, under a lot of pressure, just because iPhone ke yona the in thing right now, and le wena kwena o batla hlaha ka iPhone e nang le camera tse 3, and even though you know that you cannot afford it, but you are buying it because you want to appear as that person. So yeah, man, it's just even though it's killing you behind closed doors, you are doing it so that when the doors are open, you look happy, you know. So I feel like happiness is just expensive, and I think um my definition of beautiful would be to be happy and to be genuinely happy without faking anything, without imitating anything, without without any borders, just being, you know, like happy, just being happy and purely so. My ideal destination, Maldives. That's my ideal destination, Maldives. You see, the day I go to Maldives, just know that I've made it in life. If you could change anything about you, what would it be? I would change my I have a problem of procrastinating. So if I could change that, I feel like I would be able to get so many things done, and I would certainly not be where I am right now. But it's something that I'm working on, getting rid of the spirit of procrastination. It's something that I'm working on. So that's definitely one of the things that I would like to change. I feel like I don't have one thing that I would like to change. There's just a lot. There's a lot. I'm a paranoia. That's another thing that I would like to change about me, if given or if I have the chance or the capacity to do so. So yeah, it's something that doesn't happen overnight. Might take me a few years, but or even a lifetime. I don't know, but yeah, I'm a paranoia. It's something that I would love to change, or I would change if I can. And I'm also an overthinker. You know, it's also something that um I would change about myself if I could. So yeah, it's just to name a few, those are the things that I would change. And then yes, somebody's asking me, was your pregnancy planned? Was my pregnancy planned? Yes, it was definitely planned. It was definitely planned. I will not get into details about that right now. I will definitely get into details about it in another video. But yeah, because that's a whole topic on its own that I would like to cover. But yes, my pregnancy was definitely a planned pregnancy and a prayed for pregnancy. And when I say prayed for, we didn't struggle to conceive, but I was just intentional. We were intentional about it. And C-section or natural? I'm guessing she's asking, did I have a C-section or did I deliver natural? I delivered natural. I delivered natural after 20 hours. I was in labor for 20 hours. And yeah, 20 hours later, I had a bouncing baby boy. Now this is another set of questions that's coming from another person. Um, it looks like people are asking me about motherhood. My child, this new role that I have called being a role of a mother. And now this one is asking how is motherhood? To be quite honest, when somebody asks me how is motherhood, I do not know how to respond. And I know it's weird, but I just don't know because I feel like it's just it's a ball of everything. So I don't know where to start or how to respond to the question, but I will try to answer as much as I can. Motherhood is sure. Motherhood is beautiful. It has been a beautiful experience for me. I am now 9 months in it. He is turning 9 months in 3 days' time. So 3 days from now, I will be 9 months into motherhood, and yeah, it is. It has been beautiful. It has been beautiful. It has been challenging at the same time. I feel like being a first-time mother is not a joke. I think I think maybe it gets better with the second baby, but being a first-time mom, because remember now, you are transitioning from focusing on you and you alone, and everything is whatever that you do, it's about you and you alone. And now you have to move from that, and now it's you and this little human being, and whatever that you do for you and this little human being. And sometimes there are things that you want to do or things that you used to do, like maybe going out, seeing friends, chatting until late, and now you cannot do them anymore, or at least you cannot do them as much as you used to do them anymore, or to the extent that you used to do them. So yeah, so this almost threw me into a little corner of depression, but I don't want to speak much about it because like I said, topic on motherhood, it's something that I would like to cover in a video of its own. But yeah, just to answer this question, motherhood has been beautiful. Listen, I wouldn't trade my son for anything. When I'm away from him, I get emotional, and that's how I know that, you know what, I am fully in this thing. So motherhood has been very beautiful. It has been very beautiful, and in the same time, it has been challenging. And the challenges are not the challenges that puts you in coma or the brink of collapse. Maybe sometimes yes, but no, it is challenges like that. Social life, movement, the ability to move around, and like there's just a little bit of limitations now, but other than that, it has been blissful. And I think it also gets better when you have a good support system or good support structure. And this would now be my family and my partner. He has been phenomenal. My family has been phenomenal. So yeah. And then would you like to have another child? Yes, definitely. Not another child's children. I would definitely love to have children, more kids. I think two more. I think I would like to have two more. And if my finances or our finances are still allowing us, then we can push it to three more. So we'd have a total of 4 kids. So that's just me. I think being a mom and being a wife is what I want the most for myself. So yeah, so I would definitely love to have more children. That's a definite yes. And then this is the last question. Career wise, are you where you want to be? Mm, no, I'm not. I am not where I want to be, but I am on track to where I want to be. I don't know if that's making sense. Definitely not where I want to be. I'm definitely not where I want to be. But where I am right now is on a good path to where I want to be. So baby steps, we are getting there. We are definitely getting there. But yeah, it's definitely where I would like to be. And speaking about career, I didn't mention this earlier on when I just gave a little bit intro of who am I. So career, I work as a I'm thinking now, do I put it in a vague sense or what? Because I don't want to spit out titles directly. But I am, let me say, I am in a, yes, I am in a communications, I am in a marketing and communications department, and I specialize mostly with social media for, I'm sorry, for one of the largest, no, I think, I don't want to say it directly, but for one of the well-known, yeah, one of the well-known political parties in South Africa. And that's what I do. I work within the communications and marketing department for that particular political party. And yeah, and I did mention I studied business communications, and business communications incorporates advertising, it has marketing, it has public relations, it has what does it have again? It's marketing, advertising, public relations, and not IR. It doesn't have international relations. Yeah, it mainly has those three: PR, marketing, and comms. And obviously, with those come social media and things like graphic design. Yeah, so that's who I am on the career side, and on the what do we call it, the intellect side, the educational side, I don't know, whatever we decide to call it, but that's just who I am, and that's what I do at the moment. So I am definitely not where I want to be, but I am um in the right route to where I want to be, because I am, the kind of job that I'm doing now, it's in line with what I've studied. It's actually exactly what I've studied. It's one of the things that are within what I studied. So I feel like that's luxury in today's day and age, because we would find people studying for something, but and they love what they studied for, but they end up doing something completely different because there's probably little jobs in the market, or that's the job that they could secure. So I also didn't start off with the job, like the job that I started off with, it's not, or was, it was not what I had initially studied. But yeah, it was one of those things that I am taking this job because it is what is available at the moment, and then I will work my way up to what I have studied for, and that's exactly what I've done. And that's exactly, that's how I ended up being where I am at the moment. So yeah, so yeah, we are still working our way up. We are still pursuing greener pastures because we are not there yet. And God willingly, we will definitely get there. There's this question that came in right after I've recorded. The question is, how do I keep financially disciplined? And I'm now adding this question into the set of questions that I've answered because I feel like it's a very important question, especially um, with our generation, because I feel like we misuse money quite a lot, and that often leads us in hot waters because it always just comes back to backfire. So how do I keep financially disciplined? Am I financially disciplined? No. At least that's what I think. I don't know. But how I keep financially disciplined is to always remember, I always try to prioritize my priorities. I feel like as people, we have priorities, but oftentimes we do not prioritize our priorities. Kanal di priorities kamlo. So that's what I do, or rather, that's how I keep financially disciplined. I prioritize my priorities, and I ensure that my priorities are fed. I ensure that my priorities are fed. With the salary that I get, okay, I'm not about to reveal salaries, but with the kind of salary that I get, I think it's not a big salary, but I think it's enough for me to be a self-made cheese girl. And I think it's enough for me to be an it girl. But I have responsibilities, I have priorities, and my responsibilities take priority. So when that money clocks in, when I get that notification, I do not go on a shopping spree. I wear the most affordable clothes. I do not go out on expensive vacations. I do, but once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. And I do not go on, I don't know, I'm not an expensive person. I do not go all out and do expensive things because I understand that I have responsibilities, and my responsibilities are quite important, and they are a life. What do we call it? Now I'm running out of English bundles. They are long term, and they are also the benefit of it is also long term. Um, I think this is the mistake that we make as the youth, as young people. We are quick on flashy things. We are quick on social life and feeding our social life than actually feeding what will benefit us in the long run and prioritizing that. So that's just me. That's how I keep financially disciplined. I take care of my responsibilities, and then I spend on myself with the little that is left. Most of the time, there's nothing left. Bye. So this is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, my throat is just, my mouth is just dry right now from speaking. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you watched it till the end, thank you so much. Do leave a comment below. Also, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and please share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues, and yeah, just leave some comments, whether it's good or bad. Just say something, say something. Okay, that's it from me. See you on the next one. Bye.